All right, the carbs are tickled. I'm gonna throw the choke on, ignition is on. Crank her through the stroke. 2 times. Oh, there we are.
First kick of the day, boys.
Yep. Yeah. Bill Kelly knows his way around these things, doesn't he? At its peak, the Birmingham Small Arms Company was the largest producer of motorcycles in the world, and that says a lot. At the time, the 50s and 60s, Triumph and BSA were absolutely killing it, and I think we ought to pay homage, and that's what we've done with this BSA Firebird Scrambler. Late model, second to last year of production for BSA before liquidation of the company. This upswept exhaust is the original in exceptional condition. This bike is showing just over 10,000 miles, 10,555 miles, and it is confirmed a one-owner motorcycle. So we have the 1979 reprint of the title showing the purchase date of the previous owner in '71. Our senior technician, Bill Kelly, worked at a local Harley dealership here as general manager and service manager for 23 years, and also collects old BSAs and Triumphs, and he services bike front to back. I'll go over the work order. Remove the fuel tank to service the carburetors, service the carbs in the ultrasonic tank, and polished the slides with 2000 grit emery cloth. He repaired some wiring, cleaned some ground points, and installed new star washers. Cleaned and painted the seat brackets while he was in there. He checked the ignition timing with the dial indicator in the buzz box. Installed new spark plugs and plug wires. Adjusted the valves to spec, and he noted the exhaust valves were just a little bit tight. And then he installed a new vape electronic ignition and new Lucas coils. After that, it was professionally detailed in-house, hot water pressure washed, degreased, polished the engine cases, the wheels, the forks, the shocks, and the exhaust, and also polished the fuel tank. As I said, one owner bike, clear title in hand. The bike also had a brand new set of period correct tread tires. This '71 model came stock with the dual 30mm Amel carburetors, 650 twin, 9-to-1 compression ratio, and then this just super sick upswept Scrambler pipe, which is just what dreams are made of. This is a super collectible piece with this. I mean, guys, this profile of the bike is unreal. And this is an era where before the EPA had their hands in the pot and made all the manufacturers cork up the bike. So this is a free breathing ripper from the Birmingham Small Arms Company. So in 1970, some major changes took place. That's when the oil and frame chassis was produced, the new slimline forks without the fork gators, which gave the BSA a sleeker look, and then they went to these conical hubs, like here with a brake cooling duct. Just a cool piece. Factory advertised 54 horsepower at 7250 RPM. The transmission shifts smoothly, the clutch doesn't slip. It started first kick for us this morning. I think that new electronic ignition and having the valves in spec and the carbs serviced and synced properly has a lot to do with that. So as I was shooting the video, we received the center trim piece for the fuel tank. It's an OEM piece. So I'm gonna have to run down and go retake the photos. But anyways, guys, the hard part's done. The bike runs as good as it'll ever get with this dual carb setup. Pulls excellent. The transmission is good. There's no false neutrals. Falls right into gear. The electronic ignition, new coils. The valves are perfectly in spec. New plugs and wires. Is running as good as she'll ever get. And I've just received word from Bill Kelly. The lights are currently inoperable. All of the lights are inoperable with the exception of the rear tail light. So that being said, she will be offered as is. Again, clear title and paperwork from our dealership. You can call us with any questions, 860-454-7024. And message your zip code on eBay for a shipping quote. We have several carriers who can ship the bike inexpensively. And we can also ship it overseas. We have export brokers who can help with that. Good luck bidding, guys. God bless America and long live the Queen. Also, typical British bike. She's gonna mark her territory a little bit, just a dribble after a ride when she's warm, full disclosure. Otherwise, as far as blems, the chrome on the wheel is really nice. Forks as well, look good. Really no pitting or major imperfections in the forks. A little bit on the headlight bezel here. Let me see what else. Yeah, the bar setup looks fantastic, all the controls. Really no imperfections in the tank. Yeah, there's no any signs of rash on the side of the bike, either side. Rear wheel looks good. A little bit of pitting on the rear wheel. Looks like original chrome here. Otherwise, I believe original seat cover. A little bit of wear here. Exceptional condition. Inside of the tank, good. 2 thumbs up there. Gauges, tack, speedo, both working crystal clear. So no issues there. Passenger pegs present. Other than that, guys, I mean, the photos are gonna tell the story. Really no surprises cosmetically or mechanically on this bike. Yeah, bottom end here looks great. Frame rail's nice and straight. Solid piece. Ken Jr. approved.